This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma's offense will get the first crack at it here. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Now the play fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So the Washington Huskies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going.
Oh, he's going to go up top. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, though.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Line getting set on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Quarterback will audible. Going up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies.
Touchdown.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking
going for it all. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Got it! And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going. And that pass is intercepted.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they get him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so...
Touchdown, Washington! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. Finds his big tight end. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Fast motion from the offense. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes his connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Leaves it with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Huskies are rolling down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outright.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Touchdown, Washington! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Washington 28, Oklahoma 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The Sooners are in the hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. On the run, still looking. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Buys a little extra time. Gets away from one, finds room. Can anyone catch him? And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Oh, picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at their 22.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to throw on first down. Feeling nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. He's looking to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. First play from scrimmage here in the 2nd half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Still on his feet. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Huskies are flying down the field. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Trying to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking to throw for it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Sooners will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Huskies. And the beatdown has ensued. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Cincinnati is running away with this one right now. It's kind of felt like that old Bearcat has been crowd surfing all game. They're up by 18 over Iowa State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got him downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That completion delivers a 1st down. They're testing the right side here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pressure coming. Get it out on the screen. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Hill. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. The Sooner offense returns to the field.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider, and go.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Potts. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Shakes off the tackler. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooner. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can do it.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing...
And he's running in the open. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 2nd down coming up. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them.
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
He's got the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Potts. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. The snap sets up the throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. And, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. After this, it'll be a wrap. The give to the back. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right?